Have you ever wondered why some relationships seem to lose their spark over time, while others grow stronger, filled with laughter, connection, and joy, even after decades together? Why do some couples drift into silence while others can't? Stop sharing moments of warmth and surprise, no matter how many years pass? And why is it that some women are drawn to a partner not because of their appearance or wealth, but because of something deeper, something that makes them feel safe, seen, and truly understood? If you've ever asked yourself what keeps love alive, especially later in life, this video is for you. Today, we're diving into the heart of what builds lasting connection, not through grand gestures or fleeting thrills, but through understanding the emotional foundations that make relationships thrive. We'll explore how emotional safety fuels closeness, how small, consistent acts of care keep love vibrant, and how science supports what many couples and long-lasting relationships already know in their hearts. Stay with me until the end, and I'll share a simple, powerful shift that can bring new life to your relationship. One that doesn't rely on pressure or performance, but on genuine connection. The foundation of lasting love, we often think connection, starts with big moments, a romantic date, a thoughtful gift, or a kind word. But for many women, true connection begins somewhere quieter, in how they feel emotionally valued. A woman's sense of closeness isn't just about what you do. It's about how you make her feel. When she feels truly seen, heard, and understood, her heart opens, creating space for a deeper bond. You might be doing all the right things, planning special evenings, offering compliments, or trying to keep things exciting, but if she's carrying the weight of feeling unacknowledged or disconnected, those efforts might not land the way you hope. Emotional safety is the key. Without it, even the most thoughtful gestures can feel empty. This isn't about rejection. It's about her heart needing to feel secure before she can fully connect. Think back to a time when you felt truly valued, not just for what you do, but for who you are. Maybe it was a moment when someone listened to you, really listened, or looked at you like you mattered. For a woman, that emotional presence is the foundation of a meaningful connection. The power of presence for men over 50. Here's where men over 50 have a unique advantage. With age comes wisdom, patience, and the ability to focus on what truly matters. Older men often understand that love isn't about rushing or chasing big moments. It's about the small, intentional acts that show you care. Slowing down to listen when she speaks, not just hearing her words, but feeling the emotions behind them, makes all the difference. A woman doesn't just want to be noticed. She wants to be understood. She wants to know you're fully present, not distracted, or going through the motions. Simple gestures like holding her hand with intention, looking into her eyes when she's sharing something important, or pausing to appreciate her presence can say, "I see you." These moments build trust, and trust is what keeps love alive. Magic of small gestures. What if the most powerful way to strengthen your relationship wasn't about doing more, but doing less more intentionally? In a world that's always rushing, slowing down to be fully present is one of the most meaningful gifts you can offer. For women, connection is emotional, intuitive, and deeply personal. She can sense whether you're truly there or if your mind is elsewhere. Small gestures carry immense weight. Brushing her hair behind her ear while looking into her eyes, holding her hand during a quiet moment, or resting your hand gently on her shoulder, these actions say, "I'm here with you." They create a space where she feels safe to be herself, without pressure or expectation. When she feels that safety, her heart opens, and the connection between you grows stronger. Understanding. Emotional distance doesn't appear overnight. It creeps in slowly, through small habits that create space where closeness once thrived. Maybe she doesn't laugh at your jokes the way she used to. Maybe she hesitates before reaching for your hand. Over time, you might notice she's not as open, not as engaged, not because she's angry or uninterested, but because she doesn't feel emotionally valued anymore. This isn't about age or stress. It's about the small moments of connection that have quietly slipped away. Maybe you stopped asking about her day with genuine curiosity. Maybe you assumed she knows how much you care, so you stopped saying it. These subtle shifts can create distance, but the good news is they can also be reversed. Rebuilding connection here's the hopeful part. What fades can be brought back. You don't need grand gestures or expensive trips to rebuild closeness. Start with something simple. Reach for her hand because you want her to feel valued. Listen when she speaks, not just to her words, but to the emotions behind them. Notice the moments when she's quietly asking, "Do I still matter to you?" And answer with your presence. These small acts, a kind word, a lingering hug, a question that shows you're interested in her world, are the threads that weave love back. Together, when she feels seen and appreciated, her guard lowers and she begins to lean into the relationship again. You might notice her smile linger longer, her laughter return, or her warmth grow stronger. The science of connection science backs this up. Studies show that emotional support and trust are key to a woman's sense of closeness in a relationship. When she feels emotionally safe, she's more likely to feel connected, expressive, and joyful. This isn't about techniques or trying harder, it's about paying attention. Notice the small things, the way her mood shifts, the moment she lights up, or the subtle ways she pulls back. By tuning into these cues, you create a space where she feels free to be herself. And that's when true connection flourishes. Why love grows stronger with age. There's a myth that love and connection fade with age, but that's not the full story. For couples over 60, intimacy isn't a decline, it's an opportunity. With experience comes the ability to focus on what truly matters. Emotional depth, consistency, and presence. Women are drawn to men who are calm, attentive, and genuine qualities that grow stronger with age. Love at this stage isn't about chasing thrills. It's about savoring the moment. A shared laugh, a quiet walk, a moment of eye contact that says, "I choose you." Still, these are the things that make love enduring. When emotional trust is strong, connection becomes richer, more meaningful, and more rewarding than ever before. The final shift, presence over performance. Here's the simple, powerful shift I promised. Focus on presence, not performance. Kindness, attention, and emotional honesty are what make love grow over time. If you're willing to show up fully, to let go of the idea that passion belongs to youth, you might discover that your most meaningful chapter is still ahead. Love after 60 isn't just possible, it can be deeper than ever. Hold her hand with purpose, speak with heart, listen with curiosity. Remind her and yourself that connection isn't about perfection, it's about being there, fully in the moment. Your turn, what resonated with you today? Was there a moment or idea that made you pause? If something clicked, type the word awaken in the comments below. Let me know you're on this journey with us, committed to showing up for love. If this video spoke to you, give it a like, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Because this is just the beginning. She doesn't need you to be perfect, she just needs you to be present. When you bring that kind of presence to your relationship, everything else falls into place. That's the real secret, and it's been inside you all along.